A house in Northeast Bakersfield is causing some major drama in that neighborhood.
Some neighbors say squatters have moved into a house there and they want them out. We sent our Connie Tran out to investigate. Connie?
Well, Kurt, neighbors are not only concerned about the safety issue of potential squatters, but they say the house on La Casa Place has become an eyesore as well. I went out to the area to investigate exactly who is staying in that house and reveal the truth, whether or not squatters live there. Some neighbors in this area of Northeast Bakersfield say the people who live in this house on La Casa Place are squatters.
Why are you videotaping us without our permission?
Walter Gregg feels helpless about the situation, so he called Eyewitness News to investigate.
Yeah, it's a beautiful neighborhood. I'd hate to see it go downhill just because, you know, people who are not supposed to be living there are bringing a certain type of element into that neighborhood.
But this woman, who would not give her name, says she's living in that house legally.
Hi, how are you today? Have a nice day. Move on.
Okay.
Quit being nosy. No, but you don't have to be staring at me either.
I'm not staring at
See,
you.
this is what we have to deal with on a daily basis.
She says she's proved it to Kern County Code Compliance and the Sheriff's Department.
We've shown them our rental agreement. They would have arrested us for trespassing and for all this stuff if we weren't supposed to be here.
Right.
And it's not fair that they're running us out of our home. I pay rent every month.
So we checked with Chris Hengst with Code Compliance. He says the tenant did prove a valid rental agreement back in June, but since then, the owner of the house has tried to file for bankruptcy.
They asked for some time to make the corrections of the violations, and they were given until the 19th of this month of September.
We confirmed with East Niles Water District that water has been shut off, and we contacted PG&E, and they say there's no record of a customer at the residence. According to Code Compliance policy, no utilities in a house deems it uninhabitable. So I questioned Code Compliance with our findings.
The officer will be going out the first of next week to verify that, and we may need to step up our enforcement action. But we just became aware of that yesterday through you.
So for right now, the alleged squatters remain living in that house, but because of our investigation, Code Compliance is combing through this case more carefully, and PG&E says they are also looking further into the living situation. Live in the studio, I'm Connie Tran. Back to you.
Connie, thanks. Remember, if you have a story you need us to investigate, call the Eyewitness News tip line, 869-2929. That number once again is 869-2929.